All right, what's up everyone? In today's video, we're going to be reviewing the brand new Adams Pressure Washer 3.0. They came out with the Pro version not too long ago. This is their new 3.0 version, geared a little more towards the DIYer. I have some notes on my hand here for pricing. The unit itself, they built this out so you could buy it in 3 different kits. So unit only, if you already have the accessories that you want, then you can just buy the unit for $299. If you want to go with the basic kit, that's the one I ordered. You get a 40-foot Superflex hose. Now, I've reviewed this hose in the past. It's great. It comes with stainless steel quick connects, right? It has a swivel on one side. It is a steel braided hose, but it's a thin diameter, so it's still nice and flexible and pliable and all that kind of stuff. Great hose. And it also comes with a nice stubby pressure washer gun with a stainless steel swivel on the back end. Brass connection up front, but just a great little gun. That kit retails for $359. Highly recommend that. If you're to piece this stuff out, getting a gun like this and a hose like this is gonna cost you more than 60 bucks. So I think that's a great value. And then finally, they have their complete kit or whatever they call it. You get this, you also get an extension lance for your gun. You get a foam cannon, you get some Adams Mega Foam, I think that's what it is. And that's coming in at $459. Now again, I got the basic kit just because I wanted to use their products to test everything out, right? Just to be fair across the board, but also because I announced yesterday that I'm going to be giving this unit away as part of my 12 Days of Christmas. So I will be announcing the winner of that giveaway after the review here. But with that said, let's go ahead and unbox this thing, check out the components that it comes with, and then start testing. All right, guys, so as I'm pulling this stuff out, I just want to remind you, for all of my giveaways, whenever I announce a giveaway, then there's like scammers that come into the comments, and it'll be my picture, and it'll say my name at like Telegram or something like that. They'll say you won, and then they'll ask for money for shipping. That is not me. I announce the winners on camera. I also do write on the comments as well to let the person know, but I will never ask for any money. So if you do think you won and you do reach out to that scammer and they ask for any money, it's not me. I apologize, but you did not win in that case. It hasn't been that bad this year, but last year, man, there was constantly people or scammers jumping into the comments trying to get people to send them money. So just be aware of that. It won't be me. I don't ask for any money. These are giveaways completely, even the shipping. So here we go. Let's go ahead and unbox this thing. Right off the bat, little instruction manual right on the top here. You also do get the little clean out. So you can see this little piece here. That's so that you can run it through the nozzle of your pressure washer nozzles. If they get clogged up, you can free them up that way. Let's go ahead and remove this little piece here. And then it looks like that's pretty much it. The unit comes right out. All right, so that's everything. Basically you have a handle that you can attach, and then you have the unit itself. Everything's pretty much ready to roll, which I like. Not a lot of assembly here, which is fantastic. It's a nice lightweight unit here, guys. Nice, pretty compact little footprint here. Let's see. Let's go ahead and put the handle on, and it looks like it's pretty basic. Just plop it in there. There we go, and then just take the red piece down, tighten it down over the threads, and you're good to go. Now, as of right now, there's not a lot of storage on this thing, but we do have this little box here. Let's pop this open. And in here we have nozzles, our hose connection, and then a little storage piece. So let's go ahead and pop this open. And this is just going to be our nozzle storage. Yep, so here it is. Just a little nozzle storage item here, which is cool. And then there's a little piece right on the side here. I'm gonna film with my phone so you guys can see it. But right here, let me make sure there's nothing on the other side. Yep, so just right there. And this can slide right over it. And it looks like this piece goes facing forward, the nozzle storage in the back. It actually has a little clip it snaps behind so it keeps it nice and secure. All right, next up, let's go ahead and put the garden hose connection on. As you see, it should go on right here. There's a little filter there that you could probably pull out, but I never do. It doesn't restrict flow enough to cause any issues, so I just like to leave it in as an extra filter just in case. But we'll just take this piece here, screw it on. Let me just double check those instructions real quick to see if they say to remove that, just so we're clear on that. Yeah, I don't see anything in the instructions saying to remove it, so we're leaving it in there. I apologize, guys, if I missed it, but there's a specific section for the garden hose adapter, and it just said to screw it over the collar, so we should be good there. Let me just go ahead and tighten this up. Just make sure you don't cross thread this, because now we have a nice little connection point. good to go. And you can, if you wanted to, you can also plug in quick connects onto this. Let me show you that real quick. I apologize, I actually don't have any of those adapters, the quick connects for a garden hose with me, but I'll put a link down in the description for you guys. It's a whole kit where it includes quick connects for a pressure washer as well as a garden hose, and then I'll also link one that's just the garden hose, because otherwise this thing has everything you need as far as the quick connects go. Let's look at the nozzles now to see the size of them, because we all know the different orifice sizes create a different amount of PSI and GPM. Now these are stamped. We have a 0, a 25, a 15, and a 40. These are stamped with A099. So I'm assuming that's 0.99 millimeters or whatever. If you look at a chart on a pressure washer list, then 0.99 is between a 2 and a 2.5 nozzle. 0.86 is a 2, 1.07 is a 2.5, so this should be right in the middle there. I believe, so my good friend Keeve, right? The Cars with Keeve YouTube channel, he did a review on this as well. I strongly recommend you guys check that one out also, because we're in completely different, he's in Georgia, I'm in California. And sometimes we get different numbers, slightly different numbers, because either our electrical or our water flow or whatever else can be a little bit different. So there's always a little bit of variance in there. So make sure to check out his video as well and see what he got. But the reason I brought that up was because he was testing these and he thought, same thing, he was thinking 2.3 orifice size. However, after he tested it, he was thinking it's actually more like a 2.7. He was getting more flow, I think, with this than he was with the 2.5 nozzle, aftermarket nozzle he tested. So we'll be checking that as well. All right, guys, so here is the unit. You have your basic on-off switch right on the front, water inlet, water outlet. Now they already have a quick connect piece on here. It is a smaller opening, which can restrict flow, but this is the same one that they seem to have on the the professional one that they had, and I didn't have any issue with that. You would just pull this collar back, it looks like, to release that. Let me see if I can do that. There you go, it comes right out. So then you have this nice little gasket on it, little O-ring, pop it back in. Actually, I don't even know if you have to pull that collar back. Nope, you don't. Snaps right into place and we're good to go. Another benefit of this thing is that it's actually on a swivel, this whole thing, which is not, well, at least almost all the way around. Obviously you get caught here, but good, I mean, 270 degrees of rotation. So that'll be nice when you're working on it with it on a car or something and you're pulling the hose this way, this will kind of come around versus toppling this whole thing over. So yeah, it's nice. And then as far as storage goes, like I said, we have the nozzle storage. This would be for a lance. As you can see the little end piece there. So if you have a pressure washer with a lance, you can lean it in there, it should be fine. With the stubby gun, it's not gonna do much for you. And then outside of that, we just have one hook here on the handle. And I don't know if that's, I mean, you guess you can hang whatever you want on it. So we'll see, we'll put the hose on it. It's a little small for the hose, but does the job, okay? Or what I would probably do is probably rest the hose off to the side or over the top of it, and I would hang my power cord on this like so. All right, now let's go ahead and hook this thing up to water and start testing the numbers. All right, guys, so how's the sunset behind me, by the way? It looks beautiful out. Anyways, I have the factory nozzle attached to the gun right now. So this is the 40 degree, states 0.99, which again should be between 2 and 2.5. We're gonna test it with this one first. I'm gonna look at the PSI. I'll run and let you guys know what the amp rating is as well. And then we'll switch up some other nozzles and see where it lands. Now, I only have to test, out of the factory nozzles that it came with, I only have to test the 40 because they're all the same orifice size, which means they're all gonna get the same PSI and GPM, at least on the gauge. Obviously, if it's a 0 degree nozzle and you point that at something, all of that, say, whatever, 1260 PSI, which is what this is rated at, will be focused into that one little section versus a 40 will be spread out or dissipated, right? So there's still that variance to it, but we're just trying to see what the motor pump is capable of. Like I said, this thing is rated at 1260 PSI at 1.6 GPM as it sits. So let's find out. All right, guys, so here's the unit itself. Disregard the little mess over there, but I'm gonna go ahead and fire on my water. Okay, no leaks, everything's good there. We're gonna go ahead and go to the other end. We're gonna pull the trigger, right, and let the air out. We're gonna do this for a little bit. I wanna get all the air out of the line so we don't have any discrepancies during the test. We've got it all set up. The power is on now. I just flipped it on. The on and off of this thing is very, very quick. So you'll be able to hear this. Immediate as soon as you pull the trigger. Immediate off with the total stop system. I gotta say, pulling the trigger, it feels powerful. I'm actually shocked. So let's go ahead and look at the gauge. And I will film on my phone for you here. So I'm not quite at 1260. I'm at 10, 11. We're at 12 for sure. Yeah, we're at 12. I'm getting 1200 PSI currently. Again, as these things break in, just typical break-in period of a pressure washer, those numbers will creep up slightly. So it's very plausible for an extra 60 PSI to show up after a little bit of usage. So I'm really happy with that. I'm gonna go ahead and check the amp meter now. All right, guys, so here we go. I'm gonna pull the trigger. All right, so as you can see, it settled in right about 14.51 and then dropped down to 14.44, and that's where it stayed. So we're under that 15 amps. We're close to it, but we're under it. Let me go ahead and switch to a 2.5 orifice now, just to see if it's the same as what Kiev was getting in terms of the 2.5 acting like it was smaller than this. So we would bump the PSI up. So let me check that. All right, so here's my 40 degree 2.5. Now, you gotta remember as well, this is a used one, and that can bore out the size as well of the orifice inside slightly, like water jetting it. But let's see what we got. Yeah, Kiev's spot on. I'm getting 1300 PSI with a 2.5. That at 0.99 should be under a 2.5. So let's see here, I'm gonna show you guys on camera. So, here we go. Try and get a good view of that for you. So we are spot on at, what was that, 1300, I apologize. Now I don't have a smaller size nozzle than this. I did see in Kiev's video though, he was running a 2.0 and it cut the machine. It made it cut out the pressure. So it has a little safety mechanism so you're not gonna overload the machine. That is good. Let me grab a, what is this, 2.5? Let me grab a 3.0 and test that. All right, here is a 3.0. We are now sitting at 1100 PSI on the dot. And then let me go ahead and check, just to be thorough, a 3.5, right? Is that what this is? Yes, 3.5 nozzle. And PSI wise, just a little bit above 900, but we're just gonna call it 900 to be safe. Really quickly, let's go ahead and check the amperage with both of these. The 3.5 got up to 12.6 amps. So again, making that machine run even easier. We're gonna go to the 3.0. This is probably the one I'm gonna base it off of because 1100 PSI, I like that number a lot. Let me check the amps. And yes, with the 3.0, slightly smaller orifice than the 3.5, we're getting a little more PSI and it is running at 13.85 amps. So now let's go ahead and test the GPM, the gallons per minute, gallons per minute rating of this unit. As far as loud, noise level goes, it's very hard for me to test that here because I don't know if you guys can hear it, but there's some sort of industrial thing back behind me and they have a large fan sound going all the time. So it's hard for me to get an accurate reading. It's not a loud machine. It's right around that Ryobi, probably like a Ryobi 1800 as far as noise goes. Let's go ahead and test the GPM and then we can wrap this up. So to test the GPM, I have my bucket right here. This thing weighs 36 ounces as it sits. So I also have a scale. I'm gonna do this on the ground though so we get a nice accurate number. So I'm gonna place this on the ground. We're gonna run the machine into the bucket for 1 minute. That'll give us our gallons per minute rating. We're gonna start off, we're not gonna do the 2.5 since that actually got more PSI than the factory nozzle. So we're starting with the factory nozzle, then we'll go 3.0 and 3.5. All right, so I've got my stopwatch ready. Factory nozzle, again, into the bucket, and here we go. All right, there is 1 minute. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take the measurements and I'll let you guys know. So that's giving me 196 ounces with the bucket deducted. It was a total of 232 ounces minus the 36 ounces for the bucket. We're at 196. Now that comes to 12.25 pounds, and then we're gonna divide that by the weight of a gallon of water, which is 8.34 pounds. All right, guys, so I'm coming in at 1.47 gallons per minute. So not the 1.6 that's listed, but again, not bad. I mean, you round that up, this will break in more and more. We'll probably get closer to that. We'll get 1.5 for sure over time. So it's right there. It's not bad at all. I'm pretty happy with that. Let's go ahead and swap out the orifice now, the nozzle. We're gonna go to the 3.0. Again, I think this is gonna be my favorite option at 1100 PSI. Yeah, so let me go ahead and do this one. We'll run it in the bucket for a minute and see what we got. All right, there's 1 minute. Go ahead and weigh this. All right, and we have beaten the 1.5 number. We're coming in at 1.5215, so 1.52 gallons per minute. And last but not least, we're gonna switch over to that 3.5 nozzle. Again, 900 PSI with this one. All right, guys, we're actually running at 950 PSI. It's climbing, so 950. There's a minute. Let's go ahead and weigh it up. And we are now achieving 1.626 gallons per minute. So basically 1.63 gallons per minute. So we did hit that number, not with the factory nozzle it came with the 3.5 getting 950 PSI. Still though, guys, it's a great option. It's another great option for the home user, the DIYer that wants a pressure washer that gets higher flow so that you can save some, basically the higher flow allows you can foam on a car. When you rinse it away though, that higher flow over the PSI really helps to rinse everything away much, much faster. All right, guys, so where do I think this thing falls in the lineup of pressure washers? Does it compare with the Active 2.0? Yes and no, I guess, really depending what you're looking for. The Active 2.0 gets a true, I was getting 1.9 gallons per minute, but in that 2 gallon per minute range, it's there. Fantastic numbers out of that thing. It's a great little unit. However, that thing is $350 and comes as a kit, but the hose and the gun that it comes with, I would recommend upgrading for sure. This one, on the other hand, at $360, so $10 more, that's for the basic kit where you get a 40-foot flexible steel-braided hose with stainless steel quick connects, one side with a swivel. Fantastic value there, and a good little gun. It's hard to say, that's a fantastic value. So I do like it for that. If you're good with that 1.6 GPM, it's a great little unit. And I will tell you guys, when you pull the trigger, it feels nice and powerful. Now, with all of that said, let's go ahead and announce the winner of this unit. And then I'm also going to be announcing what tomorrow's actual video will be based on and the giveaway that we're doing with that one as well. The winner, though, was actually someone who commented on my Instagram. Like I said, all you have to do to win these giveaways is like, comment, and share this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Then that'll give you an opportunity to win. Then go over to my Instagram as well. I accumulate all of those, do a random number selector, and there's the winner. So the winner is, let me look it up real quick. I screenshotted it. All right, so the winner is Northwest_Rider. He actually commented or shared the post on his Instagram as well, and then shared it with two or three other people as well. So thank you very much for doing that and spreading the word. Northwest Rider, congratulations, you are the winner. Go ahead and send me an email to joshv@dtlrsupply.com. Send me your information and we'll get this thing shipped out to you. Again, if anybody else thinks they won, if someone commented saying you won and then asked for money, I apologize. Those are scammers. Northwest_Rider, you are the official winner. Now let's go ahead and announce tomorrow's giveaway. Like I said, it's going to be an interior cleaning kit. I have a detail tomorrow, so it's the perfect opportunity to film some content using this, and then we'll give a pack away as well. So right off the bat, number one is going to be a bottle of Kokemi Polestar. Fantastic interior cleaner, really, really great stuff. Next up, Kokemi Green Star, also can be used on interiors as well as exteriors. Another fantastic product. This one has a little more bite to it for deeper cleaning if you need it. Polestar is a 7 pH, so pH neutral, versus the Green Star is a 12.5 before dilutions and things like that, but you get the idea. Now, along with that, we're going to be doing a pack of Scrub Ninja from Auto Fiber. This is the classic, so one side has the scrubby material and the other side is microfiber. This is the black and gray version. Fantastic. I use these things on every detail, guys. These are amazing. Along with that, we're also going to be including a set, what is this, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pack of the Auto Fiber UFO pads. These things are really, really cool. You can actually attach them to your polisher. Fantastic for like gentle surfaces. It'll work on leather and all that kind of stuff. You don't need that deeper scrubbing. But on headliners, these things are great. Still, you don't want to oversaturate your headliners, all that kind of stuff. But they are great. Velcro backing here so you can plop it onto your polisher. And then you have this kind of, it's almost like a twist loop kind of material for agitating and all that kind of stuff. So these are awesome as well. Not something I use on every detail, but man, when I need a solution like this, there's nothing better. And then finally, the last item in this kit will be a Kokemi drill brush set. These are awesome. They come in medium and hard, I believe. And I was worried about that, if they were gonna be too stiff, but I gotta tell you, the medium is quite soft, right? It's a nice material, so no issue with that. You can work on your interiors and things like that. Just be careful, anytime you're working on leather with a drill brush, be mindful of that, but these are nice and soft. I have no problem with that at all. The kit is a 3-pack, so you get 3 sizes. Fantastic little deal here, guys. And just so you know, along with the giveaway, if you're worried that you're not gonna be able to win the giveaway, I will put this pack together and offer it at a special price on my website. I'll link it down in the description. I haven't looked at it with all the pricing on it, but it will be heavily discounted for you guys for this kit. This whole kit, the Polestar, the Green Star, everything. So that's it for today's video, guys. Please, again, make sure to like the video. Make sure you share it with somebody for your chance to win as well. That increases your chances. But that's it, guys. Thanks so much. Make sure you are subscribed. Thank you. We'll see you guys on the next one. Take it easy.